sorry, I was in the garage. Now I'm in light. Okay, so yeah. So now I'm already like, so I text him real fast. I was like, oh, so now I'm at work. So you and Judy are boyfriend and girlfriend now? Like I shouldn't have to come to work and I'm getting, I'm getting this type of news. Like I'm tired. I'm tired of it. Like if that's the case, if you're already claiming somebody else, why are you still at my house? Like why are you still trying to get back with me? Why? Like why? I don't know what you're talking about. Who is this person that's saying Judy is my girlfriend? Blah blah blah. This whatever. I was like, you know what? When I get back, let's just make it about the kids. Let's not try to make it about us anymore because I can't keep going through this and I can't keep being ambushed and bombarded. Like I'm so sick and tired of being made a fool. So sick and tired. So when I get home, we get into this whole big argument. He calls Judy on the phone, like, and put her on speaker. Oh, are we together? Are we boyfriend and girlfriend? She's like, no, like what? Where's that coming from? I'm just making sure because Ludi is saying that somebody at her job is saying that you going around saying that oh we together. She was like, oh no. Now it's making her feel better about herself because he has to call her in front of I didn't even believe that. I did not believe it. Because I already seen y'all text messages on Messenger and all that other stuff. I ain't got time for it. So a couple of weeks go by. I had this issue of not being on time to work, which was a bad issue, very bad. Like I had issues like not being to a lot of places on time because I felt like, especially when it was social gathering, one, I probably really didn't want to go, so I always dragged my feet. I probably didn't want to be around certain people I didn't want to be around. So I would always drag my feet. And then with work, a lot of time it was because I had to constantly wait for either to find somebody to watch the children, or I had to wait for the person to come. And sometimes I just didn't feel like going. I'm on my ninth month, basically, and like around that time, I was really trying to get to work on time because they already told me after that last one, like, we're gonna have to let you go. It was the last time, and they ended up letting me go. Yeah. So, it's like a couple of 2 weeks before I'm about to give birth, and then I end up getting birth. Now, mind you, my best friend was keeping my kids, but then when she would have to go to work, he was still over there watching them. So one day he drops all of them off to me in the hospital while when I just had my our daughter. And this a particular time he was going, quote unquote, he was starting his GED classes to get his GED because that's why I was telling him, like, you need to start doing better in your life. Like, now we're going to have, like, 3 kids. I'm having 5. This is your umpteenth kid or whatever. So you need to start doing better or whatever. Like, these are the steps I need you to take. So he drops them off. They're no and then he comes back really late to come get them. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Like, I have all these kids. Get out. Then I have an interview like the next week after I have my daughter. So I go to the interview. I come back. I don't get the job, of course, because it was like some type of technician, and you had to have all certifications and stuff like that. So a couple of weeks go by. My mom is planning to come up like a week after I 2 weeks after I end up going to the job interview, and I just had the baby. Me, I'm home, no money, nothing coming in. I just had this baby. He's in and out, and I had just ended up getting my taxes, so I ended up paying June, July. I think I had paid August rent ahead of time, paid the light bill and all that other stuff. And my mom, when she found out I had lost my job, she was like, "You just had a baby. What is he doing for you?" Going through the whole lecture, everything. You can't be having these kids by this man, and he's constantly not doing nothing for you. You keep going back and forth. Because when I had left that message from my mom started calling me more often. Because when she called, I was like, everything's fine now. She was like, "You can't be calling and leaving messages like that, and then all of a sudden everything's okay. You either you're gonna leave this man and stop having kids by him, or y'all just gonna have to work it out. Because you leaving messages like that, it's just like going back to the last person that I had children with." She's like, "At least it wasn't that bad where you're calling me and telling me like he's about to do something to you." Because the first one, like I said, when he said to my mom, like, my mom was already knowing that he was capable, but she thought this one was good, being good to me until that call. Like, my family did not know like he was doing all of this stuff to me until my mom sort of found out when I left that voice message for her. Like, things were like really bad. So she would check up on me, and then she found out like I wasn't working, so she helped me pay, I think, August or September rent. I think it was September because I paid it up to 3 months. So our rent, and I'm applying for jobs and trying to get unemployed. I ended up getting unemployment, but then like they ended up having like evidence and like documentation that I was clocking in late. That's why I got fired. So a couple of weeks before my mom's supposed to come and visit, I'm going through his stuff again. But I went to when I was doing applications or whatever, I was at the computer, so I logged onto my Facebook and I'm going through my messages. This is when I see the response that Tay sent me. So she was like, "Oh, he already told me that you were pregnant, blase swaze, and no, I'm not pregnant. I'm not going to sit there and have babies by nobody that could do nothing for me. The only thing he could do for me is supply me with drugs and stuff like that. I would never dare to have be that desperate for a man's love or something like that." What? No, me being desperate for his love? So yeah, y'all thinking I'm having his babies on purpose so he'll stay with? Like, wait, what? What is he telling these people? And then it was like around the same time I told him that I was pregnant. So you're telling these, like, I was like, but he's a dude that's been raised around a lot of females, so it makes sense for you to be, your mouth to be like running like diarrhea and trying to get on these females' good side. And I was like, this is the reason why these females feel like they could steady just disrespecting the way they do, because he keep making it seem like I'm just this weak female.